Enti for me pacha me ma obi bia yako ene shedding. Yenim say enye easy cry at all. Ye nyina yenim the SC. Dr. Maneboama, Dr. Muntala Alaji, any others mo make a reference or me involved in the helicopter crash or Obuase. Nah, so far this news is very devastating and very tragic. And and today busuafo no yemamo yako yemamo shedding. You know saying these difficult times, enye easy at all. Empire yebon say Nyankopon Almighty ohumumobo na onhye moden pa na news we dey and to yetiefo nso no ye mo bibia shedding ne yakọ because not only a national access one way or the other na ye nyina wo odo bi ma sa nkofo yi and it's so hard say we who say nipa na when it done so like you look up to or your role model now at once in life I truncated just like that. And considering that devastating your friends event na kwanya omo FBB sha like Kesi pa tini ye mo bibia sha den ya akọ na me patcho ever since I Kesi ye monitor nkofo bi ne nsem o mbekeka yesterday okatacha fifa pie babonten ebeka nsem bia so far na ye hu ni se na nkeni kwan se oka enya afi na me be repeat ne nsem o kan ye no ya making reportage there to your channel no so we also reacted to an say look this isn't the right time say look, people are really going through a lot and uni bibia kan yedin after all akusua menu of NPP na anka say people bontin because say in these difficult times when you bibi papa bi anka just keep quiet and say shut up. So we also reacted to na me pacho a lot of NPP and I say NPP affiliates, people affiliated to NPP. Omepia Babontiabe reacted to Kojo Akroma, the former president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the former vice president, former president, John Ajekum Kufuor, Utimus NPP attitude for Akesefo no Epia Babontin Abe reacted almost sending condolences to the families of the bereaved. And Utimus say a very positive way, and this is how I say me NPP and me NDC in BB 2 NDC nina na me kan de me pe and BB 2 NPP nina na me kan no enye san ye bu ma ye nyina ye nuanom ba ko na me pacho Kofi Akpalu apia babonte abeka asem be like seriously ebusuan ye bekwa kotie nsem a Kofi Akpalu apia babonte abeka Kofi Akpalu say omuwo no omuwo no wo magu no eye ntro omutwa de kire o man Ghana for enti na Nyankopon age o mon kwan hwe o nsem no and this is a warning. Now Kofi Akpalu, really? So when ananka person like person ka Ghanaian said to Abama no. Oh no. Way offbeat cry, way offbeat. Hey, ebusuya o de me ma me kasa nya tintin. E be ko ne akoti ensem na kasa free Kofi Akpalu ho. A wo kire say entro omutwa de kire o man Ghana fo ntina Nyankopon eku omo no. Na enye kwa because omutwa ntro kire cocoa farmers ne say ombe increase cocoa price no but it will be 7,000 or 6,000. Now this time around the only 128 na beka ho. On say cocoa farm farm nso anum ko no or make a whole lot of nsem hunu nko an o ka no ho ebusuan yenko tie nsem a Kofi Akpalu nso abeka regarding to the demise of Omaneboama Honorable Muntala and others. Nyakopon share nyina na onye kesem dase bebre.
Nyakopon wanayu on be accident go see on be go see esi fa esi cocoa fum
ahoy cocoa fum
wa cocoa fum pa cocoa fum no mo dada wo mo no on be anakosi de kaka be kaka dachi say esi cocoa fum na mo si cocoa fum no o twantro che cocoa fum no si boku fadu
Kofi it was also the politics
me ka sam na be si asam so asam say asam
to the spiritual realm
me yes am che no bibia be si bia nyame na menasi ti Nyakopon o dem be ka cho say akando Nyakopon nim so akwa no ba ye health minister ena o ma se ka krebi to no kwa ho no ena Rashid ne ba kumase ti God was telling so be ye health minister na sa all the health projects in Iran, continue them because it's necessary. Okay, what can I tell for the say? Obama 7,000 Obama. Now after the kuku for the money near to so, we do 128 cities at the music count. Now they're now play them penny for best and watch it. I could kuku from a kuku momo. Shenaga say, don't take things for granted. God is reminding you, don't lie to them again. In their politics, I'm telling you as it is, you lie to them. I'm from Kotwaba, Emma Mahamabayeno. These were some of the lies they gave them about the plane. They lied on the plane, they lied on the cocoa farm. Intinu sa and one coupon so a diabom so mudia mufanka cam. Where the next remembrance. It's way that should be a Kakai.
Kofi, I'm struggling to understand
now,
what's being here.
Right. I am scandalized. I don't know about you, Mr. Philip London.
Well, bless, like I mentioned, it was only early this morning that I saw it. And it was on phone video. I was so angry when I was hearing the audio. I didn't even look to identify who was speaking. So now that it's actually been broadcast and I actually saw that it's Akpalu who said this, I can't imagine that a politician, somebody who has actually attempted to stand for president, could talk like this. It is so shameful, so disgraceful. And I think at a time like this, for somebody to talk like that, he has demonstrated what he himself is made of. We are on national television, so I would not want to use certain words. Totally shameful, disgraceful, a disgrace to Ghana. A person who speaks like this, a disgrace to this country. How can you say this? And you see, it reasons the wider conversation about some of our, the very illiterate thinking in this matter, that because it fell on the cocoa farm, it's Jesus Christ. In this modern era, you stand on the national television and say things like this. And you see, it is sad when in our part of the world, when there's such a high level of illiteracy, and some people who may not know better are looking up to leaders for guidance, and they are looking up to somebody who's supposed to be a leader like this, and this is the kind of guidance they get. I condemn him. I condemn him for making such a statement. It is shameful, and it's I think, Ghanaians should reflect and see that people like this should not even appear on the ballot paper. And if they appear on the ballot paper, we should know how to treat them. Most disgraceful, honestly.
Right. Comrade Pratt.
Nothing more to add. Nothing more to add. These are the people who want to lead us. That's okay.
Right. Like I earlier mentioned, we shall be looking at other parts of this particular conversation. But yesterday, their bodies were conveyed back to Accra, and I'm sure we'll be showing pictures of videos of they being carried in caskets, with the Ghana flag wrapped, around the caskets. All 8 of them. So they were transported back to Accra last night. But Comrade Pratt reached a very important point. The reasons for which they were traveling has got to do with responsible mining. It's got to do with galamsey. And Comrade Pratt also makes the point that if anything, if we haven't been motivated enough to fight this canker, if what has happened would not motivate us enough to nip this canker in the bud once and for all, then of course we do have a big problem on our hands.
Bless, like I said, this is a tragedy, but we should look out for all the positive lessons that it presents to us. This is only one of them. You know, I myself, taking some of the experiences of in the lives of some of these individuals, some of whom I didn't know, but things I'm just hearing about. I think we should all individually begin to take things, positive lessons out of them. So this fight and how it happened and all that, I think, like you're saying, should motivate us as a nation, that we will not let good men be lost when they are trying to fight evil men. We should not let them be lost, their lives be lost. And if it has so happened that there's been such a tragedy, their lives should not be lost in vain. It should be a motivation for us to strategize more and deal with this canker. Well, we are not sure about how all this thing was going, but the presence of the former parliamentary candidate on that trip, coming from the area, probably suggests that he was also bringing his own insight into his knowledge of the area to assist them in their plan on the fight against this illegal mining. So yes, I believe that it should spur us on in our resolve to fight and uproot, you know, this canker that has come up. I saw a video the other day of some area where they had so many of these pumps and so many pipes. I mean, total environmental degradation. Total. Because the more the authorities fight them, the more they find very disingenuous ways to you know, carry out their terrible operations. So I think, yes, the process that they had been initiated, for which they were playing a part, should never be. Yes, definitely there may be some suspension because of what has happened, but it should not stop. It should rather invigorate us, you know, and spur us on, spur the country on, the government and everybody, to fight very hard to eliminate the problem.
Right.
Some very heavy clouds are hanging over Ghana today, and the news hasn't been good at all. Hasn't been good at all. And my condolences to all the families of the 8 Ghanaian gentlemen who perished in the crash yesterday. Of the 8, it's 2 I know. Dr. Mani Boama and Comrade Ibrahim Mutala. The other 2 I know. Dr. Mani Boama, I met him the last time at the anniversary lecture for Professor Mills. And I used the opportunity to congratulate him on his appointment. And he was happy and he embraced me. He was a good friend, you know, and his loss is very tragic, especially when I heard that he's the only child of his mother, who I hear is terribly distraught, as could be expected. My very sincere condolences to them and to his family, his wife and children, and their wider family. As to, I don't know Mutala's family, but condolences to them too, and I'll do my best. If we get a notice in time, like Comrade Kesi said, I want to also participate in his funeral in Tamale. The others, well, I don't really know them personally, but these are national officers doing on a national assignment. And as the hours, you know, go by, we hear bits about the personal lives of each of these gentlemen. I was hearing earlier this morning that I think today or so would have been Mr. Sapong's birthday. Yes. And that he was due to have been installed the chief in his area, I think later this month. You know, and in everybody's case, there is a story. Each one of them.
The squadron leader also left behind a 2-month-old baby.
The squadron leader?
Yeah.
I hear the flying officer got married in April. He had his wedding in April. The sergeant, I understand, last month had his wedding in Cape Coast. These are tragedies. Tragedies. So for all of them, we cannot begin to talk enough about what their families are going through. The information, like Comrade Kesi said, is that the president himself is also very distraught. Just like all the colleagues they've worked with. And at times like this, you know, everybody begins to reflect on their own situation. All of us are going up and down every day. Not all of us in helicopters, but I mean, all over the place. Seem to have various avocations. We pray the Almighty that He has mercy on us, that we can complete what we are trying to do and look forward to the next day and the days beyond. So this has been a very, very difficult situation. 24 hours ago, these people were just about getting ready to take off. They were all alive 24 hours ago. The aircraft was standing by waiting for them to just board. 24 hours. Now, within just a couple of hours, things had proceeded so rapidly and drastically. And the shock that hit the whole country has been terrible. Two leading young politicians, both with promise. I mean, look at the tributes that have flowed across board, which is a testament to their individual characters. It should be a lesson for all politicians as to the way they conduct themselves. That yes, you might have your political opponents, but they shouldn't be your enemies. You hold your position, they have a contrary position, but you respect each other. So this situation has been terrible. My condolences to the National Democratic Congress as a political party, to their colleagues in Parliament, and to the entire nation. But this is a national tragedy. National tragedy. The people of Akroma, the reports indicate that the farmers and the townsfolk were also so distressed because of some of things we are complaining about, the social media shots that we saw. But these people witnessed these things live. And so some of the families in Akroma are so distressed because of what they witnessed. People saw the helicopter flying. Minutes later, they heard a bang. People rushed through the dense forest. And what some of them saw. Terrible. So my condolences to them too. This has been a tragedy that had very wide-reaching consequences. The military is devastated. Everybody. So as a nation, this should bring us together. Because in the case of each of these individuals, they have families, they have associates, they have friends, and it spreads wider until it touches virtually everybody. My information is that Pope John Secondary School this morning, they are in total distress. Because just about a month ago, Dr. Mani Buama was a guest of honor at their speech day, and he had done so much for the school and given the students so much inspiration. Then they hear this. The whole school is devastated. I understand they're having to virtually counsel the whole school. This is the nature of the devastation and the extent of the devastation. And while it's a devastation, it is also, a positive testament to the character of the gentleman, of Dr. Mani Buama. So we cannot talk enough.
Hey, come on, we expected something better from you. You are not an NPP communicator, a presidential aspirant. Come on, into when I say into Abama. Hey, oh, Kofi Akpalu crowd, no GEC, allegedly wako GEC contract. So all supply meters. We when your friends allegation, no mean case allegedly. On record, okotna Captain Smart on your TV so. Can say yes, contract in any. Omama will say ni say. Emma Captain Smart cracker cho say your cron for. Ooh, Kofi Akpalu. Hey. Nyankopon yentoni da because at times no ho. In sembu a utia I am so irritating. I say ana bibi say attack but yemfa san so enchechire on mine. Na dwen kire de bet. When timi nka say we yemfa nye politics. We are a national tragedy. National tragedy. So far, all your friends is saying international communities ne pia babonten. Send you condolences. Look, papa. Na Kofi Akpalu. Menka say enye wo. Baby sasa nke ye wo a. Sen anka abefa no. Anti wo de wonya asem pepe bia anka wo de just keep quiet. You see, that period here you drown. Wo de oni bibi kan, oni bibi papa kan. Wo de yedin na mata ne enko like man enko da kakra. Later, some more politics. Now say what the your politics are fine. But this period, idea see I will be a must say near brigidi no. Pibeka sema catch up say or mumu bonny or muntro mecha until Yankopon we really, Kofi Akpalu, posterity is the best judge. One day. Kofi, the way oka so chinebi kura no se Ghanaians kase odie yen forget NPP NDC afrafranto CPP na yen hwe wo Kofi Akpalu a ugidi se Ghanaians be nsem a waken Ghanaians be hwe like omo be gina san nsem wesu ato aba ama Kofi owo he obi anim ada obi bewu me de misha minim se wanyini sen me that's fine but Kofi nsembu ha ye kan ye hunu de we se be kan no wo de oni bibia kan just keep quiet and shut up. Let the bereaved keep mourning and adding more injury to omu crew adai bone be nkwa na omade ayo wo de on hwe kra na hwe omu ma hwe omu yire no you see we expect say NPP communicators mum ne be kasa on say. And because I remember say bra John Kuma of blessed memory Nyakopon fa ne kra NCA ono so free mu no yenya NDC communicators some ohuntomo a omo beka nsama na we all condemned. Yes, we all condemned because any san ye de chechire on mind. Look, in as much as say and I say men can say the first say nipa no emfri political party ni nchire say look bibi to sa party no bibi say ekoto party na obegina so akeka de ope akire by signing pan the dead person. And yes, the African your friend is saying tradition. Nipewa, we speak good of the person. Regardless. So even if Kura say Kofi Akpalu with your own cancer and Papa Crown form, that's okay. They see our cancer maybe true. Or one president, and I coco so far, and this is a policy. And I don't cry the young cohort, but Kofi Akpalu, just be careful. That is all. Posterity is the best judge. Unimada obewu. Me amiwo him ni madam mewu. Jinyan kopon the Almighty Allah or non kwan unimada. nipa obewu ono na obesending the angel of the death no waba no abeji nipa nkwa nti yesrew with the greatest respect yesrew ode oni bibi ka just shut up Kofi Akpalu ebusia makasa kakra nso fa ode ye comment section ye beje ne akenkan yakopon hwa nyina medase